Hey, it's John O'Malley. I'm here with Colton and I'm here with Nick, and we're talking about See the Harvest Boston. And today you're going to see a video. I don't know if you've ever seen this video. The very first time I saw this video, it spoke to my heart. And I want you to see this video. Nick, tell us about the video.
Yeah, so it's just simply a video of someone who went through the city of Boston and interviewed people about what they believed about God, what they believed about eternity, and their answers are somewhat shocking. Honestly, someone who didn't grow up in New England in the Northeast, I knew people. I probably could find someone who would say the things that these people say, but the reality is these answers that you're going to hear aren't out of the norm. This is the typical answer you're going to get. This guy who did these interviews did not have to search for these answers for long. And this is probably the average Bostonian or average person in the greater Boston area that simply just doesn't believe in God or certainly doesn't believe in the God of the Bible. And it reminds us of the great need, and it allows us to some extent to see the harvest here of Boston. And that's really what our emphasis is in this trip, is to see the harvest. And so we're going to show the video, and we'll say a few words after. But I hope that if this has an impact in your life and you see the need, that you'll do some more research. Go to the website. You see it right above Colton's head, seetheharvest.com, and consider coming with us this August to see the great need of the city of Boston.
Amen. Let's watch this video.
Amen.
Well, my spiritual beliefs are, I think that there is something in the universe that holds everything together, but that's just something that is, and we don't necessarily have to worship it, but just know it's there.
I have no spiritual beliefs. I'm agnostic.
I definitely believe that there's some higher power. I know there's like little signs every day that make me feel that way. I'm not sure if I believe in like specifically like say God or Jesus or like Buddha or something specific.
I'm very spiritual, but I don't believe in any particular religion.
To me, Jesus Christ is a guy who went through a bunch of tough times.
He's a very important person. He saved us from hell, I guess.
He was just a religious leader who had certain beliefs that were revolutionary at the time and achieved great following.
He was a great guy. His stories are exaggerations. Of course they exaggerated stories back then. I mean, that's how storytelling went.
He was a great teacher, like a lot of other great teachers, like Buddha, Muhammad.
He is the universal spiritual father.
Jesus Christ is just someone to live by his example.
If there is an afterlife, I think the person's spirit goes into the universe.
I don't believe in an afterlife.
You know, being able to judge right from wrong, if that's the way to achieve an afterlife, to get to it, I don't really believe in it anymore. I kind of believe we're all just going to be underground, hanging out.
You achieve it by abiding by the laws or the principles behind whatever you believe in.
Well, nobody knows. Everybody tells me there is.
I have no clue because I don't know anybody who's ever come back to tell me if there's an afterlife and what it's like.
How do we attain the afterlife? We attain the afterlife by living in a virtuous manner, by living for our fellow man.
You know, doing well and just doing not necessarily what any one religion says, but following what you think is moral and what is good. You know, will hopefully lead you there. And not that it's necessarily all of us, you know, together in one place, but it's something.
Wow. That is so telling, to think that people, and I grew up, I was born in New York, grew up in South Florida, and to think that, okay, these are all Americans, everybody knows what I know in my Christian experience. We just saw otherwise. Nick, say a last word to us.
Yeah, you know, as I said before, this is sadly typical for New England, for the Boston area. And when you come on the trip, you're going to see this. You're going to interact with people who have these ideas about who God is and an afterlife and all of these things. And listen, there's a great need up here in the Boston area. And I hope that you will prayerfully consider coming on this trip, to See the Harvest trip here in Boston in August. Go to the link or the website above Colton there and plan to come. Pray about coming. Plan to come. We'd love to have you here to see the great need of the city of Boston.
Amen. Colton, what do you think?
Yeah. I just think it was absolutely incredible. I think that I'm an American. I was raised in America, and you just kind of assume that everybody knows certain basic things or certain basic realities about God. So when you watch, like we just did, that people don't know those things, it puts things into perspective, because I think sometimes we have this view that some foreign country somewhere deep in the middle of Africa, there's someone who doesn't know about God. But then when you really bring it home and say, no, Boston, no, right in the USA, that's really important for us to take note of that and then do something about it. And this trip is really an opportunity where we won't just see, the sad realities of that and learn about it, but we'll actually have an opportunity to do something about it.
Amen.
And certainly, if you're at home and wherever you're watching this at, just know you have an opportunity to make a difference in a very needy place if you come on this trip. So you should
Amen.
strongly consider that.
Amen. SeeTheHarvest.com. Until the next time, God bless you all.